I tell you for higher chroma TVGH. Obasan no like no share no comment. I call you Fimono. John Dramani Mahama, and I former president. And I will share TUC for a day na no disseminate the policies bia or say obey president 2024 or the beba or best Ghana economy no. Na we na Ghana for equity ni speech no. I must start to bomb issue and easy. Ghana for I make analysis of what he said. And I'm refer no. And he may be okay can if you be a chum time and not your president. The Ghanaians are asking, say, what is so different that he is going to do? You could see any same or the two or say, or he is going to introduce a 24-hour economy. And I be busy and say, no way, and obey a president, you know. When did you introduce it? What coffee over 7 years and a fina? Or what dinner was say, or Bobby introduce it within 4 years and I said, or manful. You couldn't go to Mahama and some more the two gun. We are at the Ghana for some. Ghana for questions are on my day man. I try to ask a higher chromatic.
This decline and a restoration of stability to the economy so that Ghana's citizens and working people can breathe a sigh of relief and not have their already inadequate incomes eroded further by inflationary pressures. In the last few years, I have been outlining policies that a future NDC government will implement, and the aim is to stop the steep decline in the economy, turn it around, and stabilize it. I've also shared my position on governance and institutional reforms to ensure our country is reset and built into the Ghana we all want. It is important to note that we in the NDC will not be couching propagandist slogans and passing them off as policy. We have much to learn as a country from the disaster that has unfolded before our very eyes when sections of our population became so enamored with empty slogans and acronyms. We will focus on substantial government issues to get the job done in a no thrills, no frills manner. We will cut out the rigmarole and deliver realistic policies to impact our economy and our country positively. The NDC proposes a series of transition measures to address the economic decline and set Ghana on the path to recovery. These measures include reducing the public debt by placing a moratorium on non-concessional borrowing, actively seeking concessional financing and grants, and reviewing legislation to limit the non-core activities of some state-owned enterprises. Why must we reduce our debt obligations? Because we need to do so to create adequate fiscal space to stabilize the economy and provide social services. So to achieve this, the NDC will implement, amongst others, the following measures. 1, as I said, place an immediate moratorium on all non-concessional borrowing. 2, pursue our bilateral partners and multilateral partners for more concessional financing and grants. 3, implement infrastructure projects that are self-financing and not a burden on the public debt. 4, limit the central bank's financing of government, as we did in 2016. Zero central bank financing of government.
The country is actually standing at the edge of a cliff. Therefore, any move in the wrong direction could send the country down the cliff, and we may not survive the fall. Obviously, something went wrong in our economic management. That is why we are where we are today. We have to change direction and move away from the cliff by any means possible. We need the hands of every Ghanaian on deck to push Ghana away from the cliff. We have no choice. Every Ghanaian must get involved to save Ghana from economic collapse. And as we said earlier in this manifesto and the speech that our comrade has just read, it means it is the right thing to do, to work together and make sure together we can build a Ghanaian society where every citizen can enjoy a decent and fulfilling life and be proud of this country.
Okay, we shall for Mahama and Sama or the two Igani. na oko Twitter correction and confosia tweeting bashing amomosi bashing on social media no so am for nyezi ma menka bi nchemo obi comment or say it's Mahama okay because his facial expressions and skin color has drastically changed since Bawumia was elected. Na say obeso che say kojo kusio obeso che say Bawumia huhu na to Mahama so a or the kike kasa nsem no. Obi so say please don't start and later come and tell us we have short memory. Liar. So one about for enye Ghana for nya pro kroma nim say o nim say Mahama na NDC for no for so meeting the Ghana for adwen dia go the Ghana for any ada ho o say mba be start o wa be kika something same we nyina uwi a later another be catch say you was short memory Ghana for that so kai ni nyina obi so say we lie during campaign period. Mahama confesses obi a drop daily graphic in Zambia do Mahama a kind some time ago kase Ghana for time no e campaign say e campaign kase Ghana for me be say so omo ye campaign tro e no mu twa na say ono na kasa crown wadi kan de expose no ho dada say omo no ba campaign no NDC ni no Mahama no mo ba campaign tro no mu twa. So what is the guarantee that san nsem ya obegina TUC for any makan no kre na oka sana Ghana for ebisa. So it's definitely what lies and na do Mahama e de ejina on ma oba beka because what the guy ka che say mo ye campaign ko ade a tro just a tumi a mo pinti na ba begina Ghana for enim I had to I am pia I did the MPP ne MPP for ne mo flag bearer atem na mo wia baba begina on ma ba beka say mo na mo ye we and obi so drop here another video say Mahama ukro ya na some years ago ukojina TUC for enim at this answer me too ya ka kire ye say wo ye odwan funu wo nsuro sikan the dead goat syndrome after was I could TUC for ukro ya nim no wonder so we me aka tell Ghana for say we have short memory because this particular TUC for ya na Mahama kujina o manim ekoka che o say ono wa experience demonstrations more than me and that government or no kasa admit say obey president no the demonstrations are no why experience in a brog aban pia so and so ne what's how could you TUC for Korea no kujina mo say we introduce what really changed and that then I say ya afedie and some we na de but man for yinko ti o man for nsema mo de tubia
hey amanyofo petumi pa wotia wanwasem wo hey anopai na meti say yewura John Dramani Mahama former president or kwa koshia TUC na me say enya nokre TUC in 2015 papa we catch almost one they were developing dead goat syndrome into on found hardship for Ghana for kum nene de okoshi o my day opportunity you bet pa
in election years. I mean, trade unions and everybody sees that government is in a vulnerable place, and so that's when demonstrations and things, agitations for increased pay and all that begin to happen. And because of the sensitivity of the period and probably the fear of losing elections, government, normally would give in to some of these pressures. And before you see, the budget is out of sync. And then when elections are over and government is installed, you have to start the belt tightening all over again. The advantage going for me is I've seen more demonstrations and strikes in my first 2 years. I don't think it can get worse in the second 2 years. And it is said that when you've killed a goat and you frighten it with a knife, it doesn't fear the knife because it's dead already. So I have the dead goat syndrome going forward.
Right, that was for the Ghana for Ekani, the Ghana for beside John Dramani Mahama, Ewan Sema, and Anuya or the Aquacutuya LTUC for enemy. Or to drop your comment or comment section on your Bible Kayama. Aha, I am comment TVG.